everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Guava. Guava to everybody in the house. I don't want to be here long because I got a lot of stuff to do. Matter of fact, I'm on my way back out of town. Okay. But I did want to come in here and address this situation. There's a lot of people out here getting discouraged about becoming landowners. It's discouragement about starting your garden. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, first on the list. If you ain't first, you're last. Hey, second floor gardens. Hey, Locks and Homestead. How you doing? I am Janet Alexis Sabrina Suburban Garden. I want to say hello to everybody coming in the room. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me, give me 2 thumbs up. And if I'm coming in clear, give me 3 thumbs up, please. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me, give me 2 thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me and I'm coming in clear, give me 3 thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I really want to talk to, thank you for the confirmation for the clear sight and sound. I really want to talk to the people. And I had to do this before I left the house today. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I got to talk to the people that have this feeling some kind of resistance on what move you need to make. It's people that want to start a garden this year, and it's people that want to purchase land this year. It's coming in 2025, people want to purchase land. People want to buy homes, tiny homes, cabins. People want to start a garden. Raise your hand if you want to do any of this coming in 2025. Are you even, if you're already doing it, do you plan to get bigger and expand and be better at it this year? You plan on being more successful this year at your garden or being a new landowner, whatever it is. Are you planning on getting your preps together and starting to stock food, store food, dehydrate food, canned food, freeze-dry food? This will be your first time pressure canning, okay? Because you've been too scared to pressure can for so long. Okay, the reason I'm doing this video right now is because there is a horrible pushback that I'm noticing. Not only am I being afflicted by it, but I'm watching on other people's channel. I'm watching everybody's channel, and I'm watching people give y'all pushback, which made me think, if content creators is getting so much pushback, I can't even imagine how the people that's not content creators, what kind of pushback you're getting. And what I'm talking about is there's this weird thing, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on for years, but this may be the worst that I've ever seen it. And it is categories. I'm trying to think of the right word. People are putting labels on everything. That's what I mean by that. People are getting in your comment section. If you're a content creator, I'm talking to content creators right now. They're getting in your comment section and they're telling you you're not gardening the right way. That's not how you do that. Now, mind you, you put the seed in the dirt and you watered the dirt and you fed the dirt and the food came out, but they're still telling you you did it wrong. Because if you are a gardener, a real gardener is only supposed to do it this way and this way only. Those people are demons. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. If you purchase land and you become a new landowner, there are people telling you, well, what you shouldn't do with your land is this. You're not a real landowner if you're doing that. Okay? I'm hearing this stuff. I've been hearing it for years, but this year is getting weird. And I know, family, that sometimes I come off a little rough, a little harsh, and I know if your first time watching me, I look like I'm coming off a little harsh sometime, and I'm kind of snapping on people for no reason. I'm not. These are people, if this may be your first or second time in one of my live streams or something, trust and believe it's your first time noticing, and it's my first time addressing it in the live stream. But the people that act weird and say stupid stuff been doing it for a long time, and I finally just unleash on them. And the thing is this, I kind of do what my mama used to do. My mama just didn't give you no butt whooping because you just messed up just now. You just messed up right this minute. So she gonna give you a butt whooping. That ain't what my mother used to do. My mother used to have a thing she called old and new. She used to say, every time you got in trouble, I'm gonna get you for that. I'm gonna get you for that. She'd keep notes on everything you did over a span of time. And then she said, not this time. Go get me a belt. I'm gonna get you for old and new. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of that. I'm gonna get you for everything you did in the last 3 months. Okay? My mama called it old and new. And I do the same thing with people in my life. That's how I grew up, and now I do people. I don't just write people off for you messing up one time or crossing me one time or you know what I'm saying, something we don't agree with. It's tons of people that I'm constantly watching in my live stream, always cutting up, always saying some weird stuff, always doing some weird stuff. And then once I done had enough, I lose it. So to you, it may seem like I'm just clowning people in my live stream, and disrespectfully, it's not at all. I don't ever want you to think that. I've been watching these weirdos, us content creators, watch these weirdos and freaks and creeps. We watch them for months, if not years, and then we finally get enough. And you may never take notice to them. We do. As a matter of fact, us content creators talk amongst ourselves and be like, hey, what's wrong with this dude? I see he hang out in your live stream. Is he okay? Because I'm about ready to let him loose. And we'll have conversations, be like, yeah, he a little extra. Okay, I just wanted to know if it was me or not. I'm going to turn him loose. Now, I needed to get that through to make sure people don't think that I'm just clowning people for no reason. People will come into your live stream and tell you that your garden does not fit this whatever this is, this little box that they have made in their mind of what a garden, a backyard garden, is supposed to be. I had a guy years ago, he just rolled me. He clowned me any way he possibly could because my garden didn't fit in his sick definition of what a garden is supposed to be. He had this garden in his head of what a garden is supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to produce, how it's supposed to produce. This sucker live on a whole other side of the country than I do, but my garden is supposed to be his, look like his, and only perform like his. And you're going to get a lot of people like that coming at you this in 2025 because it's already happening. I don't want you to get discouraged because you may go to their channels and what you'll see is they do have a nice looking garden. They are producing fruit. They are producing yield, but you are too. Your garden might be a little messy. It might be a little decombobulated. It may be not in full order, but you're producing food. I have every single year for the last 10 years, I've produced more food than my family knows what to do with. I can't make this up. It doesn't have to be on YouTube for it to be real. I'm giving oranges away, giving pears away, giving lemons away, making juice. I'm canning all this stuff, and you can't do all of that on YouTube just so you can prove that your abundance is coming to you. That's ridiculous to have to try to prove that to people on social media every single day. That's not realistic. That's for clicks, likes, and views, and I've never asked anybody for any of them. Okay? We produce food. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work out. Sometimes your garden fails, sometimes it don't. That's why I plant so much stuff, because if this fails, I still can depend on this. If that fails, I can rely on this. My whole thing is stop letting them tell you what to do. They're putting us in categories, and I can prove it. And it's not just the trolls and the weirdos that come into your channel. It's the social media platforms themselves are lumping us together in certain categories and certain groups, if you will. Think about it. I mean, I'm being realistic, and if you haven't noticed it, I'm telling you right now, you have. Listen, you have preppers. They keep them in a lump. You have gardeners. They keep them in a lump. You have 2A members. They keep them in a lump. And I'm telling you, not just the trolls and the weirdos, but the algorithm and the social media platforms keep everybody in these little groups and won't let you out. So if you do garden, prep, land ownership, tiny house, homesteader, 2A member, if you do it all like me, the algorithm don't know what to do with you. And you're just floating out into outer space. It's almost like, you throwing out a doggone cast net on the ocean and just trying to hope whoever sees your video see it. That algorithm won't send you anywhere. That's what's not fair about that algorithm, right? So this is what I wanted to say. This is what that algorithm or that grouping thing actually does. Not just the trolls, not just the weirdos, but also the social media platforms. You have a group of gardeners. They won't let the gardeners mix with the preppers, and they won't let the preppers mix with the homesteaders. They won't let the homesteaders mix with the 2A members, right? They try to keep them all lumped up together. And they won't let you see this other person's video because they're a homesteader and you're a gardener. They won't let the 2A members see any of the preppers' videos. Back and forth, back and forth. Now, get this. This is where it gets even stupider, and this is not playing the race card. It's the truth. They will not let the black gardening community mixed with the white gardening community. You literally I have to literally go and look for any other race of gardener. If it's black gardeners, they in my feed. But if I want to see some Hispanic gardeners, if I want to see some Caucasian gardeners, anybody from any other country, I have to go look for them. They try to lump us all together, and let's keep it 100. The black gardening community is very, very small. It's very small. So they won't introduce our community to any other community. The Caucasian gardening community, the Hispanic gardening community, the Indian gardening community, the Native American gardening community, they won't. But I'm here to tell you, those other communities exist. There is a Native American gardening community. There is an Indian, I'm talking about Indian gardening community. There is, of course, we know there's a European or Caucasian gardening community, and they will not let you cross those lines. They won't let you cross them. You have preppers. There's this many black preppers. There's this many black preppers. But every other prepping group is sizable, but they will not let you cross that threshold. They don't introduce any of your works to them, and they won't introduce their works to us. It's just the truth. This ain't the race card. I'm not doing that. I'm being factual. If you don't believe me, when the last time you just went up and just seen a whole bunch of different kinds of garden? You gotta go find it. When you type in growing tomatoes, if you look like me, for some reason, they don't show you too many white folks gardening tomatoes. And if they do, the video is like 14 years old or something, right? They don't show you this new age of young white gardeners or Hispanic gardeners or anything like that. And that's where what they're trying to do is control us and control our information, how it's spread and how it's consumed. They won't let us out, and they're trying to tell us how to do this. That's one part of my whole gripe this morning. It's not really a gripe. It's just a fact that came to me. My biggest point about all of this is there are people out there trying to control the outcome of your success. And it's up to you if you let them. There are people every single day, whether it's trolls, bots, or just weirdo freaks out there trying to control the success and the outcome of your success. I had somebody tell me, you're not in a tiny home. You have everything in there that's from a normal house. So that's not considered a tiny home. You know, I laughed at the comment first, but they went on and on with it like they're the god of tiny homes. Number one, I don't have a tiny home. I have a workshop, a shed with furniture in it. But my issue with that comment is I see that more commonly now than not on everybody's channel. On everybody's channel, I've been watching this. That's not how you do that. That's not a real tiny house. Real tiny house doesn't have XYZ. It doesn't have a microwave in it. It doesn't have a refrigerator in it. It doesn't have pictures on the wall in a real tiny house. Your tiny house, your square footage is too big to be a tiny house. It's weird to me. This the part that gets me. Is these are real people. And this is how they really think. Because they made up some kind of sick, demented category in their head where you're supposed to fit in this perfect little nook of how regulations, tiny home regulation people now. Like, what the hell is wrong with people, man? What's wrong with you? But mind you, the same people that make these comments either do not have a channel. You could go to their channel, there's nothing there. Or if you do go to their channel and there's something there, nothing they're saying to you, they're showing you. Nothing. Like you're trying to tell me how to start a mini farm or a tiny home or a homestead, but the only thing on your channel is you're just recording your children at cheerleader practice or something, or band practice. You're doing nothing because those people are afraid to be ridiculed. They're afraid to show their works so people can come in and critique them. Either that or they just don't have anything at all to show. My point is, please don't let people like that discourage you from moving forward with your success. Don't do it. It's almost like, and I'm going to tell you why I gave you all these scenarios. I told you there's white gardeners, there's black gardeners, there's Hispanic gardeners, there's Indian gardeners, there's African gardeners, but they don't let us all come together. And it's almost like it's somebody else trying to keep us separated, and then they pick and they choose who they want to beat up and who they want to discourage. They pick certain groups that they want to keep discouraged. Because if I go over to another gardening group, I don't see this kind of trollmanship, if you will. That's a word I'm going to make up right down, pull that out right out the gate. I don't see this kind of trollmanship when I go over to other communities. But when I come to this black gardening community or the black prepping community or the black 2A community, there's always a gang of freaks that I don't know what they're doing. Disruption is what it is. And for the life of me, I'm like, what is this all about? Like, people on here growing food, and they sending people over with nothing else to do but discourage others. Now see, a turtle shell ain't got nothing on me. My shell is way thicker than a turtle. So I don't care. My problem is for the people that's just starting out and they don't have that big of a voice or a big of a platform, and they need that extra help and they need that guidance. Those people get discouraged really quick. If you got a whole bunch of people coming and telling you you suck at what you do, you kind of don't want to show it anymore. You kind of don't want to, and you hang up the towel and you give it up. And it's not cool. It's not fair. And I want to share with you this year in 2025 coming up, and I know it's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but this is going to be one of the most challenging years we've seen, I'm going to say, in a lifetime. I think 2025, no, I don't think nothing. I know this was going to be one of the most challenging years we've seen in at least a lifetime, in a generation. I can guarantee that already. With everything in play, I can guarantee that. And the last thing any of us need is to be discouraged. We will not make it through 2025 if you keep absorbing the negativity. There will be trolls, there will be bots, there will be freaks and creeps to sit there and get in your way and try to make you take a detour into nowhere land. Man, push through them. Push through them. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Remember how many people last year, remember when I was like, I'm never showing my land again? Do y'all remember that? Last year I was like, I'm not showing it anymore to nobody. I did that because I got discouraged because I was so excited about showing people that it's possible, because I'm a regular guy. I don't care what y'all think or who you think I am. I'm no different than you. And I was excited to show you that regular people like me and you can accomplish something as big as land ownership if you just focus. And it went sideways. I don't understand what it was like. It was compiling. It was so much negativity just by owning land. I've never seen such a thing. And it literally, I'm going to say, I ain't going to lie to you. It scared me. It scared me how something so positive and so pure and something so clean could turn so many people so evil and turn them against you and everything. It was weird. It was so weird. I was like, it's not worth it. Good luck to everybody else. But at the same time, I had to stop doing that and stop thinking that way because they won. And if I don't show people that this is possible from my perspective and my point of view, people will never understand that, man, that's achievable. I just built a little bitty kitchenette set in a shed. Remember what the shed used to look like? And now you can go wash dishes. you can cook, and you can do all the stuff you do in a normal house inside of a shed. And the only thing I wanted to show, and it wasn't for trying to get a billion views or nothing, it was to show people that think that this is impossible, to let you see that's very, very possible. You don't got to go to big box stores, the orange one or the blue one, to purchase everything you trying to get. You can go to the Goodwill. You can go to Habitat for Humanity. You can go to all of these different places. You can go to the curb because people throw stuff out. And you can do this same exact thing. Slap a coat of paint on it, and it's good as new. I was looking at IKEA shelving from IKEA, shelving from Lowe's, Home Depot, and everything was like $89, $250 for exactly what I built in that shed. I'm not paying $200 for no particle board with a fancy design. This is particle board. If this get wet, it's gonna melt down off into the sink. I want something made out of real wood, real iron, and I built that shelf for the wood itself was $11. The two metal pieces on the sides was $3 a piece. So that's $6, that's $17. And then I just torched the thing. Fire is free. Man. But I didn't do it to other people's standards. You wouldn't believe how many people said you torched it wrong, Led. You didn't do that right. You was supposed to start from the left and go to the right, not from the right to the left. You was moving too fast. No, you went too slow. No, you shouldn't have flipped it. You should have let it marinate for a day or two, and then it was weird. I erased all them comments like, what the hell is wrong with people? Anything they could think to discourage you out of all those wonderful comments that said, Led, that look good, man. You did a good job, Led. Believe it, it was just as many weird ones. Oh, you didn't do that right. Because, see, I used to do that back in 78 when I was I don't care. That was weird. My point is this. Oh, before I get to my point. Chickens. There are people that want to start keeping chickens and livestock. I'm just going to say chickens because I don't know about the goats and stuff, okay? I'm going to talk about what I know, and I'm going to only talk about what I dealt with. There's people out there that wanted to start keeping chickens. But you're listening to people tell you that's not how you keep chickens. You can't do them like that. Those chickens don't have nowhere warm to stay. Let me tell you something. The woman that got me and my wife keeping chickens, she was a good friend of mine. She was let me remember. She was Chinese. Very, very smart woman, very wise woman. She's the one that got me keeping chickens. And when I started keeping those chickens because of her, I said, listen, it gets really cold outside. How do I keep them warm? How do I keep these chickens warm in the wintertime? Now, remember, I'm in the South, okay? Because in the South, it's going to get down probably in the upper 20s, and I don't want my birds to freeze to death. What should I do? This is years ago when I first started keeping chickens. She said, you don't do nothing. They're birds. So common sense. So much common sense. And I'm like, and I had to think, listen to me when I tell you, when she hit me with that little bit of wisdom, blew my mind for the rest of the day. She said, Led, what do you mean keep them warm? I'm going to tell you who she look and sound like. I can't make this up. You know the little lady that invent all the costumes on The Incredibles, the cartoon, The Incredibles. She look and sound just like her. I can't make this up. I'm not going to say her name because you might know her. So imagine the little lady that was inventing their suits and stuff and all their weapons on The Incredibles. That's her. She said, what do you mean? What do you mean keep them warm? I said, you know, it's cold out here. You know, I got on coat. She said, they are birds. They are birds. What do you mean? She said, come with me, I'll show you. I'll follow her around the back end of her farm, because she had a farm, with all these kennels full of chickens. It was freezing that day. She said, you don't see nothing. They are birds. All you see is feathers on the ground because they shed their feathers, they molt their feathers. It get cold, they put feathers on. It get hot, they let feathers off. They are birds, just like that bird. What keep that bird warm? Nothing. He is a bird. I'm so, oh my God. Mind blown. So there are people out here telling me I'm wrong because I don't have a proper shelter for my birds inside and I'm not keeping them warm enough. And I laugh at those comments every time I see them. I laugh when people tell me you don't have a proper nesting box for your chickens because what they know is the big metal nesting box in the coop that you purchase that costs about $200 for like 2 little nesting boxes, this metal that hang on. That's insanity. I took a Rubbermaid bin and cut a hole in the side, filled the inside with straw, ta-da! And they telling me that's ghetto. That's ridiculous. And let me tell you something. The chickens don't care, nor do I, about where they about to put that egg at. I just need it somewhere clean and dry and safe. I don't care. I'm not paying $200 just so I can look like the idea gardener or the idea chicken keeper. That's insane, man. For us to keep falling for that okie doke. Everybody wants you to fit in this certain criteria. For instance, van lifers, right? I built the doggone bug out trailer. I built the bug out trailer and caught $100 worth of hell. You didn't do that right, Led. See, what I did was I had drilled the hole and then I put the porta potty over the hole so then the boom boom falls right through the porta potty out to the street so don't nobody know. So if you do that, I'm like, what? You thinking too hard. I don't want my boom boom to fall down to the street. Got me spitting. I want to harvest mine and do something else with it. I don't necessarily want to be doo-dooing on the road so somebody can come. That's insanity. But if you don't fit into their form of van life, which if you don't, oh my God, don't use the word van life. Don't use the title van life in your video if you plan on sleeping in your vehicle of any sort. If you say the words van life, they will eat you alive because you don't fit in this imaginary van life category because maybe you didn't build your bed. Maybe all you did was put a cot into your vehicle, a fold-out cot or air bed. You don't fit anymore. Oh no, you got to build your bed to be a real van lifer. What the hell is wrong with people, man? Everybody want to win the trophy and you ain't even starting in the game. You want to win the trophy, but you won't even enter the game to win. People just like to talk. So my message to everybody today, don't let them tell you what to do. Don't let them put you in a box. Don't let them put you in a category. Okay? Some things are out of our control, like the algorithm, and you got to just eat that. It is what it is. But I am not just a gardener. I am not just a prepper. I am not just a 2A member. I am not just I'm not homesteader. I'm me, and I'm going to do whatever it takes for me and my family to make it through this crazy world. I'm not going to let people put me in a box and categorize me so I fit into some sort of narrative. Like, I don't want to fit in the black gardeners, and that's all I can show you is me as a black man gardening. I don't want to be that. I want to be somebody that comes, this is what I'm doing in my life. And it don't fit in no category. And honestly, when you do a little bit of everything, which I'm sure a lot of y'all see, if you move around a lot, they don't know where to put you at. So you just float around and, odds and ends people see you. And that's how it is. Now, if you want those clicks, views, and likes and the attention, go ahead and get stuck in one bubble box. Everybody think that that's the road to YouTube lottery. Everybody think that if you just stick in this genre, you're going to win the YouTube lottery and have 40 million subscribers in the morning. Don't work that way. I've never been like that. Never. Never. I've always did whatever I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. Most of my stuff was gardening, but I did everything. And they didn't know where to put me way back then. But you ain't going to put me in no box. You ain't going to put me in no box. And people that keep wanting to stay inside that little bubble, thinking that you're going to move forward, this is what's going to happen. You're going to move forward. And this is the truth. If you stay in this little bubble, if you stay in this little group, you will move forward in this little bubble, in this little group. And once you reach the top of this little bubble, in this little group, that's exactly where that social media algorithm is going to keep you. At the top, in this little bubble, in this little group. It reminds me of my hometown. My hometown is super small. Oh, I'm rocking it now. Super small. Toledo, Ohio, super small. Once you've achieved a great job, you got you a nice little house on the West End, you got you a nice car, everybody in that little bitty city think you the man. You got it going on. In your little city, you're the cream of the crop. You're the top. Until you go to Chicago. Until you scoot over to New Jersey. Until you go over to New York. Until you go to Cincinnati. And then you go down to Atlanta, Georgia. Then you hit down to Florida and realize, and God forbid you go to Texas, you realize you were nothing more than a big fish in a little pond. So when they keep you in social media in this little bubble, it's no different than coming from a little city. You don't know anything. You only know what this little bubble has to offer you. You don't know what the World Wide Web has offered for you. You don't know how much other stuff is out there for you to achieve bigger and greater things if you don't get outside of your comfort zone and do what you feel like doing. Stop letting social media, the algorithm, freaks, creeps, and bots tell you what you should be doing. I know a lot of people follow that, if you look at your analytics and you look, this is the best time for you to go on and put out a video on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock, blah, blah, bloop, blah, blah, blah. I tried that once. I let it go. I let that go because I'm not about to be it. Now I feel like I'm at work. Now I feel like I just punched the clock. Now I feel like I'm late for work. People say, YouTube will tell you you should schedule your videos so people can be. Because if you schedule your videos, that's all good and all. People can expect for your videos to come on every Monday at 2 p.m., whatever. They can expect that, and that's great. But here's the problem. Human nature is the problem. You gave everybody something comfortable to find on Monday at 2 p.m. Everybody's looking forward to you at Monday at 2 p.m. every Monday. And when they come in, they feel comforted. They see your face. They see your smiling face. Miss one Monday at 2 p.m. Say, well, y'all, I'm kind of sick today. I ain't going to be able to come on. Miss one day and everybody going to cut you a new one. Some people will unsubscribe. Some people, this mug always setting up appointments and not even keeping them. They treat you worse when you have a schedule and you miss it. It's no different. It's human nature. It's no different than your favorite TV show. Let's take Netflix, for instance, right? Let's take Netflix. Let's take Squid Games, okay? Everybody been waiting for season 2 for Squid Games for 2 years. Let's take The Mandalorian on Disney, Star Wars, The Mandalorian. Everybody been waiting on the new episode of The Mandalorian for 2 years. When they say, yeah, we ain't gonna have it for the next couple seasons. Stranger Things on Netflix. Everybody was waiting for that for 2 years, 3 years, whatever it was. They say, yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. They cut us off, and what do? Lose interest. You lose interest. It's human nature. We have short attention spans. So if you give somebody a set schedule and you miss it, they penalize you for that. They just do. It's human nature. Where if I don't make no schedule and I just show up, people seem to feel a little bit more happy that I was able to catch a live stream. Woo! Right? That's my experience, what I've had. I stopped scheduling stuff because people tear me a new butthole every time I can't make it because life is out here, you know? And life be needing its diaper change all the time. And I can't predict when life needs its diaper change and have to put social media on hold. So when I have to come in here and feed life and change its diaper, that's what has to happen. But people will penalize you for that. Okay? So don't let people control you. I'm going to say this too, just in case you don't know. Social media, some people is good at it, some people ain't. And I'm going to tell you, now this is my opinion now. I'm going to just speak my opinion now. Everything else was factual. This is my opinion. Social media is an art form. It's just like drawing. It's just like singing. It's just like molding clay into a statue. Social media is actually an art form, and everybody think that they can do it and they can't. Social media to me is just like American Idol. Everybody gets to American Idol and think they can sing, and they be like, "Ooh, but get to the." Can I start over? I just need some lemon juice. Can I get some lemon juice? Thank you. Me. Girl, you know it. I don't know. I'm just nervous. I'm just so nervous. That's all. I'm just nervous. Hi, Paul. I love you. I'm so nervous. To me, social media is just like American Idol. It's an art form, and either you got it or you don't. Everybody think they do, and you don't. And then when you're not doing well on social media, you blame it on other people. Like, I can sing, but forget you then, Paula. You can't sing anyway. You just cute that all anyway. And they take it out on everybody else. Right? It's an art form. You can learn an art form, but a lot of people are born with it. You can get a singing coach and learn how to hold a note. You can pull it off, you know? It takes some work, but some people are naturals. Some people are natural Hollywood entertainers. Some people are natural actors. Some people are natural. And you can't take that away from yourself, you know? Just do me a favor. Just don't let people tell you what to do. Because there's one difference between social media and American Idol. You can actually become famous for sucking at what you do. You can actually become famous for sucking at what you do. It's this one singer, I don't know what his deal is, but if you like, girl, you know, and he be dancing in his little videos. It's old though. I forget his name. Something JJ Fish or something. It's an old girl. You know it's true to me. I know I gotta love you. This dude famous because he suck at singing. He suck. Look, suck. But he paid the money for the studio time, the video shoot, the clothes, the video vixens. But he in there singing like, girl, and I'm gonna love you. Oh my God, I done your painting. Ooh. He's rich now for all the wrong reasons. But, okay, he's where he wanted to be. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. JJ Fish, Ice JJ Fish, that's it. Yeah. Can you know you in it? Do the mood? You seen him. Back in the day, I used to be like, is this a joke? Is this a joke? No, it's not a joke. This dude is rubbing elbows with Denzel Washington and stuff. This dude it's real. It was another group back in the day called Purple Jeep or something like that, with crazy songs like Go Grab My Belt and Smang It, and I don't know if y'all remember them crazy dudes, but they selling out concerts for sucking. That's proof to let you know. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and what you can't do. You do you. Turquoise Jeep, that's what it was. Turquoise Jeep. Go grab my belt. You need a spanking, baby. You need a spanking, baby. You need a spanking, baby. If you ain't never seen Turquoise Jeep, Go Grab My Belt, everybody should watch that. Do not be drinking anything while you watch it, because it will spit out on your computer. Trust and believe it. Because you ain't going to understand. So, everybody, man, don't let these people in your comment section keep you from succeeding. Don't let them keep you from succeeding. It's so many people out here want to start a garden, but you okay. I'm going to take a poll right. Hey, T-Nog, how you doing? Odom's Homestead in the house. Hey, listen. Check this out. How many people want to start a garden this year? Yeah, fried and fertilized. Smang it. All of that. How many people want to start a garden this year, and you want to start a garden and you want to do a video of it? I'm good, New Orleans garden. I hope you good. I know y'all got some storms the other day. You want to start a garden, you want to record it, and you want to put it on YouTube. But you kind of scared of the weirdos, freaks, and creeps judging you and ridiculing you. right? Sister Spice, putting your information on YouTube, if you don't have a thick skin, and I'm not talking about some, like you just got some rusty knuckles. I'm talking about you need turtle shells on your back. If you don't have turtle shell skin, tortoise shell skin on social media, stay off of it. Because social media has become a place of war. When anybody they see winning, war. They aim at you. If they see you winning, it's a group, better believe, it's a group of people talking about you bad behind your back. Not because you're doing bad, because you're doing good. So that's when they think they better than me. They think they doing this better than me. Then that head go to wobbling. They are not. You got them on their toes. That's social media for you. This ain't what it used to be. Social media used to be fun. Social media used to be fun. It really did. Social media used to be creative. It did. I'm going to tell you, when all the content stealing and all of the whack fake videos and the phony, you just bought this pack of grapes from the store and you just said you grew this out your garden stuff. When that stuff started happening, that's when they started paying people. When they started paying people on YouTube, everything changed, because now you don't got people on here sharing information for fun and for friendship. You know what? Go on, honey. I'm going to tell you one thing, and anybody that been on YouTube long as me know. There was a time on YouTube when we literally, it was like a party. You know why? Nobody judged each other, and I'm going to tell you why. Because nobody was making no money. It's almost like back in the day in the music industry, people made good music. They made good music that's gonna last through generations. They made that music because they love making music. They knew wasn't no money in it. They knew wasn't no money in it. But they are true musicians, and they're gonna make sure this song is perfect. YouTube is the same way. Nobody made no money, so we were sharing information, and we were caring, and we was doing all kind of stuff with each other. And then when the money hit, the one with the most money, your ass is out. If you making the most money in this, there go them heads wobbling. Look at them, steal my content. Once that happened, I was sick. I was sickened. Because everybody changed when the money came through. Stuff got fake, ultra fake. That's why they still can't stand to see my guy like, ooh, why is he showing that? Damn, he's stepping over old baby toys and stuff and old big wheels just to get to the tomatoes. He need to be ashamed himself, because that's real. But people going off to these stores, to Lowe's and stuff, and buying that damn 4-foot tomato in the cage, pulling it out and put it in this bucket real quick, and then do a YouTube video on it like, girl, my tomatoes is looking good today. Everybody like, when she plant some tomatoes? Fake. It's all for views, clicks, and likes. It's fake. It's fake. And it's about money. The more clicks, views, and likes you get, the more money you make, and that's all that count. There is zero substance whatsoever. Zero. There is no substance. Don't nobody really know each other on social media anymore, because you don't even care. You don't even want to know them. But you know why? Because now, when the money came, competition came. It turned into a whack competition. Even you end up being in, clickbait. It's the worst. Clickbait is so you can just come in here and see this fake crap. Because we want the clicks, the likes, and the views, whether they're good or bad. But here's the other part about it. You end up being in a competition that you didn't know you was in. You end up being in a competition that you had no idea that you was in. Next thing you know, somebody saying, that head go to Bob. Give it, give it, give it, give it. Like, what? You heard what's the name saying something about you because what? I'm always like this, like, what? There's only so many ways to do half of this stuff that we do on social media, especially in the gardening community, prepping community, homesteading community, and you end up being in a doggone competition that you had no idea you signed up for. Every time, it just disgusts me. Every time, man. Every time. It's like, what do you do? You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm looking at ideas on tiny sheds, tiny homes, and workshops and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get as many ideas from as many people as I possibly can all over social media, especially YouTube. Who do I run into on social media that's doing everything identical to what I'm doing? Listen to me. To a freaking T. Her name is Grammy Ya. Grammy Ya has a tiny home shed that she built, that they had built and put together just like mine. She did hers 2 years ago. Anybody know Grammy Ya? Anybody? Grammy Ya here on YouTube. Go check her out. Go check out her channel. Grammy Ya. Go look at her tiny home. Go to Grammy Ya and tell her I sent you. Go to Grammy Ya here on YouTube and look at her tiny home build, and I'm sure she got a playlist. Go look at it. You want to know something? God is my witness. My very first time seeing that was about 3 days ago. About 3 days ago was, God is my witness, was my first time seeing any of her tiny home videos. And my mouth was on the floor because I now am doing absolutely everything damn near to the T that Grammy Ya did 2 years ago. And the only thing I could say to myself is, wow. Wow, look at God work. Look how, when you're really, truly like-minded, when you're truly, really like-minded, how that works. Two minds thinking exactly the same. But here today in 2024, what did I say that? Oh, he's stealing content. Led stealing content. Grammy Ya did that first. Grammy Ya ain't the first one that did it. She ain't gonna be the last. I'm grateful to know Grammy Ya, and I'm even more grateful that I'm actually, by coincidence, end up following a pattern that's so perfect. The pattern, the way they built this tiny home, is exactly what I wanted. There are very small, minute differences, but not far. That right now, instead of being, we calling that like-minded like we used to do about 10 years ago, and on one accord like we used to call it 10 years ago, now we call it content stealing. You know why you call it content stealing? Because there's money involved. If there was no money involved, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, you saw that. I give Grammy Ya all the credit in the world. As a matter of fact, I start watching all the rest of her tiny home videos to get ideas. Period. I'm about done now as far as I'm going to go, but I mean, give me a break. The way they hooked up their water system, I can't show you. I've been in this kitchen hooking up our water system all week because I need to be close to a store, because where my land is ain't no stores. I need to be close to a store because you're going to keep on forgetting parts. You're going to keep on grabbing the wrong size. So I've been putting this water system together here, a mock-up. So all I got to do when I get out there is click everything together. Boom, running water. But here's the funny thing. I watched her video. He already did it exactly how my mind had it set up in my brain. What you gonna call that? Stealing content. He's stealing content. He's just trying to get some money and some likes and some views. This people, let me tell you this. If you ever want to see social media the way it used to be, if you ever really want to start becoming real friends with people again and everything be on the up and up and the real fade, let me tell you what's going to happen. It ain't going to happen until they stop paying people to be on these doggone social media sites. When they, baby girl, you doing a lot to be so little. Let me tell you something. If they take the money, hey, TLC in the garden, hey, Missy Hawk. If they take the money out of social media, number one, people going to lose their rabbit ass mind. But number two, if they stop paying people on social media, it's going to stop. You could stop crime. You could stop deaths. You could stop sickness, illness. You want to know how? Because people going to stop doing dumb shit for views. The only reason people do pranks is to get paid. The only reason people be running up on people with fake guns is to get paid. The only reason people be knocking each other upside the doggone head with tissue paper is to get paid. The only reason these dumbass little boys is on the top of their house about to jump down into a frozen above ground swimming pool is because they want likes, clicks, views, and they gonna get paid. The only reason people pull their camera out to see a dead body in a car crash is to get paid. They don't do it. It's all of it's immoral. Let the money stop coming in, though. Let the money stop coming in and watch how people change the way they treat one another. The way people react in the stores, right? When people in the store, what you looking at? You all other, yeah, you looking at this. No, I'm not. You're naked, ma'am. But while she looking at you, what you looking at? That you came into the Walmart store with your knockers and your cheeks hanging out. I can see your umbilical cord and you about 30 years old. You bucket naked. You don't even got on real flip-flops. Them is the pedicure flip-flops. You walking through the Walmart with them flat little thin paper pedicure flip-flops on, and you ain't got no bra on, and you wear like a 900D, and you got on some lingerie and a potato bag sack on your head. I'm looking at you. You want to know why I looked at you? Because I wanted to know what my baby boy was looking at. He looked up at you and his mouth fell out and dropped his lollipop, and I looked. And now I dropped my lollipop. But she wanted that attention all so she can turn around with her phone already ready to record because of the reaction. What you looking at? You all up my skirt. You all over here. You need to be minding your business. And put you on TikTok, and now that go viral, and now she getting money, and you humiliated. All because she want money, views. You walking around the city buck naked. You look like you done been scaled. You a scaled old trout. And now you dogging people for reaction videos. Look at another thing. Those reaction videos people do. Talking about other people's videos all the time, right? People go pull up somebody else's video and just sit there. No talent worth a damn. And sit and talk about other people's videos. Look at this. I can't believe. Is she going to hit him? I don't know. Ooh, she hit him. I told you she was going to hit him. You do that for an hour on somebody else's video. I bet you The reaction videos will stop when the money goes away. People will stop doing that. It's dumb. Telling you, this has become sickening, especially to us OGs that been in this game a long time. This is sickening. Because you don't know who to trust no more. You don't know who to let your guard down and be a friend with anymore. Because you don't know that you will let your guard down and be a friend or be somebody, get close to somebody, and the next thing you know, you're in a competition that you didn't even know you was in. You didn't even know it was a challenge. You didn't know that somebody is trying to out-top you in something you don't even know. And the next thing you know, you lose friends because you didn't know you had entered this race, this imaginary race of who can get the news out first, who can put out the garden first, who can put out this special tomato from damn Europe first, who can put out this purple sweet potato from Africa first. And if you put out the purple sweet potato from Africa first, you win for the whole season. This is how sick we've all become on social media. If you put out the purple sweet potato from deep dark somewhere in Africa, rare, you put that out first of spring. I'm planting my purple sweet potatoes. Look, everybody, I got this from Nigeria, right? If anybody else in the black gardening community plant a damn purple sweet potato from Nigeria in the deep darkest realms of it in this rare, they stealing content. That head go to Bible. Look, I can't see this. Man, this is sick, man. This is sick. This is what we become. I remember sharing knowledge, and it was so pure, where I'm like, hey, man, where you get those strawberries from? They grow like that. Oh, for real? What? Hey, okay, let me write that down. I got to get me some of them. And we would all in a group buy these same strawberries and grow them. Or we would all in a group buy these purple sweet potatoes from Africa in a group. And we would all grow them, and we would all be happy. That was it. Wasn't no contest. Wasn't no who grow the biggest damn fruit, who grow the biggest vegetable. It wasn't none of that. It was just, man, I got me a couple. Stealing content. He wouldn't have knew nothing about those purple sweet potatoes unless I grew them first. People been growing purple sweet potatoes in Africa for thousands of years. But they stealing your content. This is what we become. I didn't want to swing down that alley, but I'm gonna reel it back in. Okay, we've been on here a little over an hour. I just wanted to come in here real quick and let everybody know this is where we are in 2025 coming in. 2025 is here, okay? This is one of those 2025 is a preemie for me. Okay? 2025 is a preemie. It's already here. It's underweight though. It's a little underweight. 2025 need to stay in the hospital for about 2 weeks, and we gonna have to nourish it before it can come home. 2025 is already here in the world. It's just a little underweight, okay? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be healthy. We're gonna keep a close eye on 2025 until it's ready to go home with us. So it's already here. So, from this day forward, man, don't let nobody out here tell you how you should be running your show. Don't let nobody tell you how you should be purchasing land, when, where. Don't purchase land there. That's ghetto over there. Or that, I've even heard this sick one. Oh, it's all white folks over there. Don't purchase no land over there. Oh my God, y'all about to make me swing down this other alley. Let me tell you something about that. I keep having a lot of people either email or comment to me about where can I find some black land. They saying, where can I find some black land like yours? Number one, what the hell is black land? Number two, How do you know what color all the people around me are? I don't even know. So they're sitting there like, well, I want to just be surrounded by a whole bunch of black people. Led. I never answer any of them on their comments or their emails, but I will answer this in a universal way right now. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Because with that kind of stupid thinking, I don't want to know you. Don't introduce yourself to me. Stay away from me. I don't want to know anything else about you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because just because it's the color of your skin, don't pretend like we all be on one accord, because we don't. There's a whole bunch of people walking around with them red hats on right now. We ain't all on one accord. Just because we look alike don't mean nothing. He'll be the first one to go tell on you, boss, he ain't working. So when people come at me with that, hey, Led, I'm looking for some black land. Can you tell Lady Led, ain't your wife still a realtor? Can you tell her to find me some black land? We block you. That's why you can't call back. If you say something that's stupid, stay away from me. I don't want no white land. I want some black land. Stay away from me. Because you're going to get somebody hurt. Led, where your land at? Because I want to move right next to you. I'll never tell. I'm not telling you. I don't want people that's looking for black land living next door to me. That's insanity. That's insanity at its worst. Good God, y'all. We coming into a new world where you can't trust anybody. You really truly can't. You're going to have to, but damn, it's hard to trust folks. It's hard. Because all of our natural senses have been disrupted. You know, like a drug sniffing dog, if you put some coffee around it, don't ask me how I know. If you put coffee around certain items in the airport, drug sniffing dogs be like, what is that, a mochaccino? A cappuccino? A frappe? They lose the track of the drugs or the contraband because they sniffing on that damn Starbucks coffee bean. Fresh, whole ground coffee. Well, our human natural senses have went that route. You can't trust anybody no more. We used to be like, oh, that's a dude. Uh-oh. No. Our natural senses, pew, out the window. Oh, that's a lady. You like, never mind. Natural senses out the window. You don't know anything no more. You don't know who to trust. You don't know what to trust. You don't know who to talk to, who not to talk to. So you choosing your team based upon your hue or your armor, good luck with that stupid mess. Good luck. Because it's a lot of people that got your same armor on is the first one to stab you in your back and twist it. I'm just saying. So please, if you say, Led, can you help us find some black land? No. Never. Because I didn't know it existed. Okay? So, don't let nobody tell you what you can and what you can't be doing. Not in this 2025. Or you won't make any progress, and you're going to need to be firing on all cylinders in 2025. You can't be letting little stuff slide Don't let little stuff slide. Address it and let it go. You can't be letting your finances go and be like, man, I'll pay that when I pay it. Man, get that over with, because I got a feeling they coming for us. Pay that and get it over with. You know, get away from any kinds of debts whatsoever, whether it's financial, it's favors, anything that you owe somebody, man. Remember that time I let you wear my shoes? Man, get his shoes back. Man, I let you wear my jacket that night when it was cold. You didn't even give my jacket. Man, give him his jacket back. Buy him a new jacket. Give him his jacket and put $50 in the pocket. Just 2025 is going to be too rough to be worrying about dumb stuff. You got to tighten all that up. And don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Be yourself and move forward. If you don't, it ain't going to work out. They already got the obstacles in the way for you. How many people remember gym or phys ed, some people call it, in high school or junior high or elementary? Remember physical ed where you had to pass the test? Where you had to go around the cones. You got two groups. Go around the cones, jump over the hurdle, do a backflip on the mat, climb the rope, touch the top, come back down, jump some more hurdles, run around the track 4 times, and come back and touch the wall. Remember that? So you know, it's your time coming. Your friend is coming to tag you in. You next. Here she come. Here she come. Your heart is beating out of your chest because you don't want to be the classmate that's going to screw up for the whole team. You don't want to be that one like, yeah, if it wasn't for lead foot, because he was slow as an iceberg. Your heart beating because you know you next. You looking, you studying the hurdles. While your other friends is running through them, you studying them. Okay, cones, left, right, jump, hop, skip, flip, climb, tap, come down. That's what we doing right now. You see the hurdles in the way of 2025. You already see them. You studying them right now. You studying which way you should go. So don't make sure your shoelaces is tied coming into 2025. Make sure your belt is pulled tight or your drawstrings is tied around your waist in your jogging pants. Tuck your shirt in so it give you wind resistance. Tuck your shirt in so it don't snag on something and slow you down or your friend can pull you back. Be airstream in 2025. Don't let nothing, no obstacles. We already got them. All right? We got other stuff to focus on. 2025 is coming. No, it's here. So I hope y'all done got y'all nursery set up for 2025 and your bassinet and all your bottle warming stations and everything, because 2025 is here and it'll be home in 2 weeks after it gets out of the incubator. Okay? I love y'all. Please be safe out there. And don't let nobody put you in a box. You go out there and try what you feel like trying. If I let people put me in a box, I didn't know nothing about building no kitchen. I don't know nothing about building no shed. I don't know nothing about half the stuff I'm doing right now. Wood stove. I don't know nothing about no damn wood stove besides camping in a tent with one. All of this stuff is new to me. Don't ever watch that video and think I'm a professional, because I'm not. I just learned how to do half this shit. And if I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't know. Go out there and do what you feel like doing. And you create what you feel like creating. And you make it work for you. Nobody else is about to help you pay nan bill in there. Nobody about to help you put no money on your bill to buy no land. Nobody about to help you pay for your little shed or tiny home. Nobody about to buy your bug out back. If they can't chip in on your stuff, their opinion means nothing. If you ain't chipping in, shut up. If you ain't putting something on my bills, be quiet. Nobody want to hear it. If you ain't over here trying to help me pay the mortgage or the rent or move forward, if you ain't say, man, look, because I put on 500. If you put $500 on my books, guess what? We can talk. I'll listen to you. That don't mean I'm going to do what you said, but I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to give you my time. But 95% of people ain't going to help you do nothing. So their opinion is mute. Okay? Remember that. I'm going to get on out of here. Everybody enjoy your day. Live Farmer 73. I love you, and I'm out. I'm about to go out of town and get some stuff taken care of out there. And what's today? It's almost New Year's Day, ain't it? I guess I'll see y'all on the New Year's or something. I don't know. I'll probably be back before then. But everybody, enjoy your freaking day. Don't let nobody get in your way. Don't let nobody keep you in no box. Don't let nobody tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, what you can and what you can't be doing. Because if you do, you're going to be right there. Big fish in a little pond. Trust and believe me. Live Farmers Every 3. I love you, and I'm out. Peace.